Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rogers Arena. My name is Dan Murphy. Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes skated with the Canucks main group for the first time this morning, but don't get your hopes up. They're not dressing tonight. No guarantee they play Thursday either, but the hope is that they will play in those final 2 preseason games. You know who is playing tonight? Shocker. Jack Rathbone, the only Canuck to have suited up in all 5 preseason games thus far. Now, one of the big questions going into the regular season, with Hamonic not here, who will be Hughes' defensive partner? And a couple of options in the lineup this evening. Those 2 options are Tyler Myers and Luke Schenn. Now, Myers and Hughes played a little bit together last season, 171 minutes together at 5-on-5. And the results, well, not great. Canucks outscored 14-3 with those 2 on the ice. As for Schenn, you'll remember back in the spring of 2019, he was a good partner for Hughes when he just broke into the National Hockey League. But I'm not sure that Travis Green sees top 4 minutes in the cards for Schenn. So this evening, Myers playing with OEL, Schenn playing with Rathbone. Could those be partners when the regular season opens? If so, then perhaps Hughes' partner not even on this graphic, and that would be Tucker Poolman, who is not in the lineup this evening. We will find out in due time because the Vancouver Canucks have just 3 preseason games remaining, 2 of those right here on home ice. To get set for this one, let's go to Al Murdoch, who is on the PA.
Canucks Nation, the time is now to welcome your Vancouver Canucks!
Hey everybody, greetings from the Jim Robson broadcast gondola. John and John here for another preseason tilt. We were in this location a couple of nights ago, the Canucks playing Winnipeg, and their best line by far, Bo Horvat between Tanner Pearson and Nils Höglander. Höglander skating like he did last year. The Canucks would love to see a repeat performance from the guy who was really one of the bright spots last year in his rookie season.
Well, the line works so well together because Nils Höglander goes and gets the puck. He creates chances, he goes to the net, but his forecheck is his biggest strength. He's so smart. He gets his body in position. Look at this, positioning. There's a good forecheck. Doesn't take the body, but has a position so that he creates a turnover. Again, along the boards. What's he do? He gets position, so he creates a turnover. And what happens after the turnover? Puck ends up in the net, and that's his big strength. Is he such a good forechecker?
No surprise that they're together again to begin this game. That trio, as Murph mentioned, 3 tests to go. This one tonight, and then a home and home against the Edmonton Oilers Thursday in Alberta, and Saturday night here at Rogers Arena. It's the Canucks and the Kraken coming right out.
At center, number 53, Bo Horvat. Tonight, we play hockey upon the unceded territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. The 3 nations happy to share the land in the belief of the spirit of sport. Now, please rise if you can, remove your hats, and join Karen Lee Batten in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner and O Canada.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
It's going to take time. You can't just force these things, but with luck, tonight's matchup will develop into a fierce rivalry for decades to come. The Canucks and the fledgling Seattle Kraken in their first ever visit to Rogers Arena in Vancouver. If you're only as good as your last line of defense, and Seattle hopes it's made the right choice in Philip Grubauer, they shelled out just over $35 million on a 6-year deal for the 29-year-old who was a finalist for the Vezina Trophy last season with Colorado. Grubauer starts this game for the Kraken. Thatcher Demko gets his second start of the preseason for the Canucks. Demko stopped 27 of 30 in Vancouver's 4-1 loss in Calgary on Friday. They were winners 2 nights ago. Tanner Pearson had a goal and an assist for the Canucks, including the game winner in the third period against Winnipeg. And for Seattle, Jaden Schwartz, maybe their biggest free agent acquisition, one of them anyway, the Stanley Cup winner with St. Louis in 2019. Yes, John, he did win a Stanley Cup.
He did win a Stanley Cup, and I gave Nate Schmidt a Stanley Cup last game. I don't know why I did that. I just thought all those years in Washington, and I forgot that he went to Vegas and played against those Washington Capitals in the final that year.
Early save for Grubauer off Bo Horvat. He hangs on as Travis Green's team starts its third to last preseason game this time around.
And you see the Canucks lineup, even though they're playing at home. But Murph mentioned that it's Seattle's last exhibition game, and their lineup is basically their starting lineup, I would think. Jamie Alexiak would be the only guy that I would think would be in the lineup, so who's not here tonight.
Jordan Eberle brings the puck over the Vancouver line. Horvat on the back check took it away, and Höglander feeds ahead for Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Just onside was Pearson as he moved into the left of Ekman-Larsson. Schwartz back for the puck. Now Giordano playing it along the boards. Swung to the right point by Pearson. Tyler Myers shoots it back around. Ekman-Larsson to the other side for Myers. Into the middle, Höglander with room. Dishes off to Horvat. In front for Höglander, but he couldn't get his stick on that pass to steer it on goal. Seattle able to move the puck out. Schwartz fell down under the check of OEL. And the puck is sent ahead to Höglander. It flips one towards Grubauer. He'll take the whistle with Matthew Highmore right in the goal crease area.
Well, expansion team, and Dave Hackstall is behind the bench. Flyers head coach. Expectations much higher in Philadelphia when he went there. And here in Seattle, the expectations are high just because of what happened in Vegas, but I don't think the people in Seattle are expecting to have the same results right away.
Kind of a fool me once situation. Vegas, first ones to go through it, and took advantage of some of the other teams not knowing exactly how to handle the expansion rules. Grubauer got brushed there by Dickinson as he made the save on the long shot by Rathbone, and Seattle responds a little bit.
Well, face-off win. Goes right back. Dickinson comes through. He gets pushed at the last minute, and you can see Grubauer. Dickinson was not going to hit the goaltender, but he got pushed. Crushed him.
Jack Rathbone just hit the post. Shot through traffic, beat Grubauer, but hit the stick side post to keep it a scoreless game. Kraken able to move the puck out to center. Scrum for it right in front of the Seattle bench. Carson Soucy gets a return pass. Didn't get through to him, though. He's able to reach out, poke the puck, and then he got high stick tonight. Not sure who caught him, as Soucy was leaning forward trying to poke that puck out. And one of the Canucks had their stick come up, and there'll be a power play of at least 2 minutes here for Seattle.
Well, I think it's Jason Dickinson, and there's blood coming out. He's going to get 4 minutes for this one.
Kyle Raymond with the call.
Vancouver penalty number 18. 4 minutes, double minor, high sticky.
Fans don't like it, but you can see one hand on the stick. He comes through after the hit, catches him in the mouth. Another face-off win for Dickinson, right back to Rathbone, and the shot through a maze, hits the post, stayed out.
So a minute 36 into the game. Seattle gets 4 minutes of power play time. They might have a look at this one. This is one of those ones you can have a look at because it's more than 2 minutes.
One hand on the stick. There was no intent, but I think it was Dickinson's stick that came up and caught Soucy. I don't think it was his own stick.
Right. That's often what they're looking for.
And there it is. It's Dickinson's stick that comes up and catches him. It's not Soucy's stick.
Calle Yarncroke was in the vicinity as well.
So I think this one will stay at 4 minutes.
Canucks had a 4 minute power play 2 nights ago against Winnipeg, and it did not go well. Canucks were 0 for 6 with the man advantage in that game against the Jets. They're going to be shorthanded here, and now we'll find out officially for how long.
After video review, the call on the ice stands. Double minor, 4 minutes, high sticky.
Correct again, King Friday.
Yes. You can see that one, but I'm sure and the Canuck bench had players in between they and the play.
So Seattle to the power play. Jared McCann on the face-off, but it's the Canucks who come up with the puck, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson is able to send it down the ice. McCann, Wenberg, Eberle for Seattle on the power play, with Giordano and Schwartz rounding it out. Eberle passes left side. Jared McCann skates in, tripped, and that could have been another penalty. He's looking to the official, but not going to get the 5-on-3. At the other end, Highmore with a shot, and stopped by Grubauer, who wanted play to continue, but he held on to that one long enough to get the whistle.
Jared McCann, who finds himself the #1 center in Seattle, goes wide. Tyler Myers reaches in, and I think he does have a good case for a tripping penalty on that one.
Face-off in the Seattle zone, controlled by the Kraken. Canucks have Sheldon Dries out in the penalty-killing hole, along with Will Lockwood. Ekman-Larsson and Myers on defense, and Tyler Myers sends Seattle all the way back. Lockwood in to pressure the goaltender. Had a very physical game against Winnipeg. Puck is chipped into the Vancouver zone. Jaden Schwartz in after. Myers gets it. Weak clearing attempt held in by Giordano. Here's Eberle. Wenberg. Now Giordano to the other side. McCann. Giordano one-timer off a stick, and reacting well was Demko. I believe originally he was going low to the glove side, and he wound up having to stop it with the blocker.
Well, that's just a skip and a hop, and if you're in the right spot, off a stick at Thatcher Demko, has it bounce and come right to him. Off Schwartz's skate.
Had most of its momentum taken off.
Yes.
Yarncroke waved out. Morgan Geekie in to take the draw. Geekie scored twice in the game in Spokane in the third period to snap a 3-3 tie and give Seattle the 5-3 win. He's got the puck, top of the circle. Gets a return pass from Vince Dunn. Geekie fighting the puck a bit. Now Dunn near side. Calle Yarncroke to Dunn. Long wrist shot. That might have been tipped by Ryan Donato. Either that or it went off the end of Thatcher Demko's glove and out of play.
Well, with Dunn, Adam Larson, and Mark Giordano, they have 3 guys who have played power play time on their previous teams. Off the post.
Yeah, right at the junction, I think.
Tipped right in front. Ryan Donato got a piece of it.
Signed as a free agent last month, did Donato. Former Bruin and Minnesota Wild player. Donato sends one across. Puck tapped back to Dunn. Now Yarncroke. Rink wide. Geekie shoots. That one hit the post as well. Off a stick and off the glove side post on Demko. So both teams have hit iron. Now another shot. A blocker saved by Thatcher Demko. First half of the power play is over. Seattle 0 for 1. Couple of shots, and that doesn't include the 2 posts. Here's Yarncroke. Geekie again. Passes back to Dunn. Morgan Geekie. Ekman Larson got his stick in there. Now Myers intercepts, makes a nice play ahead to Justin Dowling, and he'll facilitate a full change for the Canucks as he sends the puck the length of the ice. Minute 25 to go in the double minor. Here's a chance for Everly. Passes off, gets a return feed, but he had a stick lift. It comes all the way back to Giordano. Tried to find Wenberg, that went right by him. Now Schwartz into the corner, intercepting is Luke Shen. Giordano, perfect position to glove down the clearing attempt. Here's Wenberg. Giordano to Wenberg, takes a look, lets it go. Demko through the screen of Everly, able to make the save and hang on for the whistle.
Look at the Seattle lineup and where are the goals going to come from? Everly is one. But their power play is going to have to be good. And it has been so far in this one. Wenberg with the shot. Geekie leads the team in shots so far in the preseason. Off the post, the inside of the post, out the other side.
Seattle controls again. McCann with a shot high and wide, and that's going to come off the corner glass and all the way down. 45 seconds to go in the double minor to Jason Dickinson. Giordano passes back to Everly. Schwartz in, cuts to the middle, still has the puck, now it's taken away. Held into the blue line by Giordano. Alex Wenberg gets a return feed from Schwartz. Giordano at the line. Wenberg across, shot by McCann, and moving quickly to his right as Demko to make the save, can't find the puck. Now it comes through to Highmore, who turns in the corner, finds Ole Ulevi, and he's able to put it off the boards and down with under 10 seconds to go on the man advantage for Seattle. Demko a sharp save on the last chance for the Kraken, and now the Canucks are back to full strength. Seattle 0 for 2 with a man advantage. Dickinson banks one to Pearson. He couldn't move out. Now gets another chance. Adam Larson gets the puck at center and slides it across. Jeremy Lauzon back to Larson. Nathan Bastian plays the puck ahead. Brandon Tanev trying to move in. Checked by Luke Shen. There's another penalty coming up. Likely to Shen for his check on Brandon Tanev. Or it's a high sticking call. Canucks are going to be short-handed, as Demko did some good work on the Seattle power play.
Goes wide, gets pushed by Shanman. Here's where the stick comes up, just under the chin. Referee is on the other side. Have a real clear view of it, but saw the stick come up and calls a high sticking penalty.
So Dickinson a double minor for high sticking. Now Shen 30 seconds or so after the double minor expired, puts the Canucks shorthanded again. Seattle had 4 shots on its 2 power plays, but failed to beat Thatcher Demko, who made the 4 saves and then was helped out by his goal post as well. Myers taps the puck to the corner. Ekman Larsson sends it near side. Wenberg had his stick lifted by Phil DiGiuseppe, and he's able to battle his way to the blue line and send the puck out. Giordano, who has 949 career games. Not bad for an undrafted player. He's second all-time in games played for the Calgary Flames, behind only Jerome McGinley, and now finds himself in his first year with the Seattle Kraken.
And you talked about undrafted players. How about the Seattle Kraken team? And you look at the experience, and they have 13 first-rounders, former first-rounders. All the guys, Jordan Eberle being one of them.
Giordano has the puck. And here's Alex Wenberg. Sends one in on the backhand, chases after the puck himself. Ekman Larsson there to greet him in the corner. Wenberg kicks at the puck. Now Myers trying to poke it ahead towards Horvat. It's to the line, Giordano. Jared McCann. Giordano near side, Wenberg. Giordano, long wrist shot over top of the goal. Eberle plays the puck towards McCann. He's checked. Pearson trying to come up with it. Kraken get it to the line. Giordano, Wenberg, wrist shot tipped by Eberle. Might have mostly blocked it. And the puck stayed out. Here's McCann. It bounces over his stick, and Seattle's going to have to regroup with 40 seconds to go in the man advantage. Late to tag up was Eberle, and the play is offside.
Dave Hackstall comes in and has to get the team going. And talking to some of the people around the Kraken, they said they planned this, playing their last exhibition game as early as this evening, on Tuesday, and so they have more than a week off to work on systems, work on their strategies to open the season. They open on the road, and their first home game is against the Canucks.
Not till the 23rd of October, that inaugural game at Climate Pledge Arena. Here's Morgan Geekie moving in. 25 seconds to go in the Seattle power play. Geekie tried to get a shot through. That was blocked. Jonas Dunn scored. Last couple of years with Colorado, after time with San Jose, Dunn was betwixt and between at the blue line and couldn't keep that one in. Adam Larsson, one of those first-rounders. New Jersey selection, part of the Taylor Hall trade with Edmonton. Canucks back to full strength. Seattle 0 for 3 on the power play, and the game is still scoreless. Rathbone and DiGiuseppe couldn't decide he was going to take that puck, and it winds up back into Vancouver territory. Rathbone makes a nice play to Zach McEwen, who slides one in over the Seattle blue line. Larsson from behind his net passes to Nathan Bastian, who plays the puck out. Luke Shen takes control inside his own line. Ahead for DiGiuseppe, who tips the puck into the Seattle zone and heads to the bench. Nearing the 9-minute mark of the first period, no score. Mason Appleton passes one ahead. A lot of players just getting their game legs going here after all the special teams time. Basically only the power play forwards had played for Seattle up until now. But Appleton's out there, although his line mates Yarncroke and Geekie saw power play action. Puck knocked out of the air with a high stick by Carson Folk, but Seattle's next to touch, so play goes on. Ekman Larsson ahead for Will Lockwood. That didn't work. Seattle tries a long pass for Appleton, but that'll go for an icing call on a face-off in the Kraken end.
Kraken opened their exhibition series in Spokane. And here's their first goal.
Riley Sheahan.
Nice quick backhander.
Seelov's looking over the wrong shoulder on that one, fortunately. And Riley Sheahan, the answer to the trivia question for years to come. Ekman Larsson sent that one well wide. Tyler Myers at the right point. Horvat, Ekman Larsson. Horvat with room. He shoots. Grubauer up to challenge, makes the save. Puck was on end, wouldn't settle for Horvat, but he still got a pretty good shot away.
Philip Grubauer in good position, and Bo Horvat couldn't get that to go exactly where he wanted because, as you said, it stood on end. The pass comes across and he just flings it at the net. Good job by Grubauer, and no rebound. Talked about Grubauer and the Vezina. 7 shutouts last season in a 56-game schedule.
Finished third in the voting. Marc-Andre Fleury won the Vezina. Andrei Vasilevsky finished second.
Grubauer played 40 games for Colorado out of the 56.
Just past the halfway mark of the scoreless first. Ekman Larsson with some room. Highmore did well to reach back and take that pass blindly. Now he draws a penalty as Ekman Larsson interfered with him. Little conversation first, but it'll be an interference call to Adam Larsson, the veteran defenseman, getting in the way of Matthew Highmore. When we come back, the Canucks will have their first power play.
Good the Kraken might be this season. No one's picking them to win the Stanley Cup final, but most analytics models predict they'll be good. How good? Well, Dom at The Athletic has Seattle pegged to be third in the Pacific, a full 10 points ahead of the Canucks, so please direct your anger at his colleague, Thomas Strantz.
Yes. You can't always trust those athletic rankings. I mean, they didn't have us first in the broadcast.
No, I know. Come on.
Adam Larsson is off for interference. And the Canucks on the power play. Sheahan lost his stick right off the draw. Now he retrieves it. Justin Dowling banks one back. Oliver Ekman Larsson gets it through. Gets a pass from Höglander. Long shot. That went off the blocker of Grubauer, I believe. Ekman Larsson moves down from the blue line to try to keep the puck in. Did well to do that, but now it's chopped out. Tanev is hoping for a breakaway. Out to play it is Thatcher Demko, who banks the puck to Dowling. Höglander takes his bank pass. Check just inside the line, and Bastian moves the puck the other way. Canucks, as mentioned, 0 for 6 against Winnipeg the other night. 3 for 14 so far in the preseason, but that's after they started 1 for 1 against Seattle in Spokane. Personnel change for both teams. There's a minute to go on the penalty to Adam Larsson. Carson Folk shoots the puck in from center. Tyler Myers missed it. Here's Vasily Podkolzin. Zach McEwen for Podkolzin. Had a little trouble with it. Now tries to send it back. Rathbone, good hustle to keep it alive. McEwen gets the puck. Dishes to the side. Sharp angle shot. And stopped by Grubauer. As that was snapped quickly by Podkolzin from the goal line.
Well, that's it. Not much of an angle. Good play to keep the puck in along the boards. Podkolzin gets this pass back, and had he gone right underneath the bar was about the only play he had. Grubauer had that closed off very quickly.
Seattle wins the face-off. Hayden Fleury shoots the puck down the ice. Demko's going to wander to get it. Good thing he's good with the geometry as he sent that one across the top of the crease. Folk, they say McEwen was onside. It looked like he was offside from our vantage point. Play continues. Folk to the blue line to Myers. Here's Rathbone. Try to get it across, deflects back. Myers, long shot, missed the net. Lauzon gets to the loose puck, drives it down the ice. And that'll do it for the Vancouver power play. Couple of shots for the Canucks. They're 0 for 1 as Adam Larsson exits the penalty box. Here's Dickinson in on the left wing. Wrist shot. Stopped by Grubauer. DiGiuseppe digging for the puck. Dickinson swings it around towards Kyle Burrows. Burrows in front. Oh, nice tip there. As he teed it up for DiGiuseppe. And a Good save by Grubauer. Lockwood is after the puck. Couple of Kraken on him. Now, Giuseppe tried to get another one through. Picking up the loose puck is Carson Soucy, who flings it down inside the Vancouver blue line. 7 minutes remaining in the first. No score. Pass up the left side. Lockwood moves in, drops for Dowling. Justin Dowling around for Luke Shen. He's got some room. Puts one towards the goal. That changed direction and went wide. Now Rathbone with a shot. Glove saved by Grubauer. And he'll take the whistle.
Phil Di Giuseppe with a good chance in front. And again, Philip Grubauer, perfect position. Didn't know where it was, off the side of his pants. He stays out.
Just under 7 minutes remaining in this scoreless first period. Canucks out shooting Seattle 10-5. Well, that's what it says on the board. So a discrepancy.
Yes.
Giordano gets the loose puck. Geeky trying to move in. Rathbone did a good job to thwart him at the blue line. Giordano again, this time for Donskoy. Gobbled up by Dowling. Under pressure from Donskoy. Chips the puck to Vasily Podkolzin, ahead to Matthew Highmore. Highmore tips the puck past Giordano. Hayden Fleury over to pick it up. Fleury's pass intercepted by Podkolzin, but he was checked, and the puck is outside the line to center. Here's Horvat. Slides one in behind the goal. Now throws a check on Jeremy Lauzon. Jaden Schwartz gets to center, tips the puck in. Ekman Larsson got a pretty good hook in on it. One they would normally call, you would think. The play continues. Here's McCann. Especially in the preseason.
Yes.
Myers off the glass and out. Over the head of Larsson. Then it hit the linesman, Trent Knorr. But Larsson able to contend with that, and Tanner Pearson to make a nice play to Jordan Eberle. Here's McCann with speed. Jared McCann on the backhand. Puts one to the crease. Eberle in the rebound. Another save by Demko. Where's the puck? It's on the far side, where Juolevi tips it free to Niels Höglander. He gets to center, heads to the bench after backhanding the puck in. Dickinson on the forecheck. Di Giuseppe as well. Here's Zach McEwen. Slap shot. Stop! Grubauer trying to find the puck, and he's got it. Had a little trouble with that one, as Zach McEwen from well out slapped one on goal and gave the Seattle netminder a couple of headaches. Still scoreless here in Vancouver.
Coming season with a new jackpot every game day. Purchase tickets in-game for all Canucks home games and online for home and away games. Visit Canucks.com/5050 to learn more.
It's at $175,000
already
this moment. So it's going to be a big one. No score. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the first period. And a winger win by Will Lockwood to give the Canucks possession. Now Lockwood throws a check in the corner on Bastian. Larsson on the backhand, ahead for Tanev. He missed the puck, and the Canucks send it back over the Seattle blue line. Larsson to Tanev. Pass intercepted by Juolevi, who read that way. Seattle looking to take the puck back. Soucy to Shan, and now Bastian plays the puck to the corner. Bastian. Checked by Sheldon Dries. Puck sent to the middle. Folk is there. Gets it to Burrows, and Kyle Burrows dumps the puck in behind the Seattle goal. Here's Fleury. Gets the puck to Appleton, the ex-Winnipeg Jet player. Plays it in behind the Canuck goal, sent to the blue line, held in by Fleury. Appleton on the far side. Chips one free to Yarncroke, who cycles it back towards Appleton. Bodied along the boards by Shen, but able to get the puck to the blue line. Giordano to Fleury. Into the slot. Geeky shoots. Demko the save. Lots of traffic in front of him. Dickinson was in a battle with one of the Seattle players, and a good job by Thatcher Demko to track that puck.
Well, good job by Jack Rathbone, too, in front, boxing out Appleton. The shot comes through, and you can see the Rathbone has Appleton all tied up. No rebound from Thatcher Demko.
Face-off win for Dowling. Myers ahead for Podkolzin. That caught the skate of one of the Seattle players, so no ice. Fleury looks up ice. Pass to Donskoy. Jonas Donskoy over the Vancouver line. In behind the goal. Ryan Donato. Donskoy from the corner shovels one back to Fleury. Across the blue line to Giordano. Donskoy takes his pass, puts one in front, comes to Giordano, centering feed, blocked. Now he gets it behind the goal. Mark Giordano hit in the corner. Highmore comes in looking for the puck. Seattle finds it. Wenberg to Donskoy. Had to settle it, couldn't get a shot away. Now he goes rink wide to Giordano. Donskoy, Seattle controlling well. Thrown back off the heel of the stick of Giordano, though, and the puck escapes the zone. Under 3 minutes to go in the first. Schwartz leads the puck in the corner. McCann plays it around for Jordan Eberle. Dunn tried to pass. Lausanne plays one in deep. Eberle's there. Horvat checks in. Barreling in after the puck was Jaden Schwartz. Tanner Pearson winds up with it. Sends it around the far side. Gets to the line, not out. Good hold by Lausanne. Seattle looks to take advantage. Lausanne at the blue line. In deep for Jordan Eberle. Good zone time for the Kraken the last couple of shifts. Puck loose on the far side. Hoglander gets to it. Chips one free to Tanner Pearson. Pearson has Horvat with him, takes the pass. Bo Horvat through for Pearson, tied up by Lausanne. And Grubauer winds up covering the puck as the fans react to Lausanne's check on Tanner Pearson going after that feed from Bo Horvat. Well, who will punch their ticket to the NLDS? Tune into the NL wildcard game. The Cardinals and the Dodgers tomorrow, 4:30 Pacific on Sportsnet. And Sportsnet now, you're our resident baseball expert.
Oh, Dodgers. Although the Cardinals got hot in the second half, but the Dodgers have been good all season long. Here's Tanner Pearson. He's trying to draw the penalty. There's no doubt about that, but he gets interfered with. Lausanne cuts across in front of him. And no call.
Seattle controls the face-off. Cincy gets it to Tanev. Another good hit by Will Lockwood, who finished his check on Tanev as he dumped the puck out. Folk, good play to come up with that puck. Right up the gut with a wrist shot, blocked. Following up is Jack Rathbone. Takes it wide, puts it in front, backhander. Lockwood couldn't get it to go. Shen having trouble at the blue line. And Bastian brings the puck ahead and plays it deep into the Vancouver zone. Demko to the side to Rathbone and ahead to Sheldon Dries, who flips one to the Seattle blue line. Hayden Fleury, game center, just missed his teammate Geeky as he shot that puck into the Vancouver zone. Demko's going to grab it, get the whistle with 61 seconds to go in the first period.
Look at this Seattle team in their last exhibition game, and they are very well organized already. And we saw their experience, their game experience. Good job by Ron Francis. Especially the guys that he had in Carolina, drafted guys in Carolina and got to draft them again.
Dickinson plays the puck into the Seattle zone in the final minute, first period, no score. Giordano hit along the boards by Dickinson. Di Giuseppe fighting for the puck. Nice attempt by McEwen to get it to the right point to a wide open Tyler Myers, but the pass zipped past it. Di Giuseppe brings it back in. Sharp angle shot, easy save for Grubauer. And he'll hang on, take the whistle with 27.2 seconds to go in the period.
And again, no rebound off Philip Grubauer. He's not as big as I thought he was. I mean, he's been so good for so long, and I always thought he's the prototypical 6'5". He's just barely over 6 feet tall.
Part of the Stanley Cup winning team in Washington, won a Memorial Cup with Windsor back in 2010. So he's got some championship pedigree on his resume. Offside call and a face-off outside the Seattle blue line.
Having trouble finding a house in Seattle, the housing market. Pacific Northwest, we all know what it's like here in Vancouver, and it's the same in Seattle. Had a house in line, and one of the Mariners came and bought it right from underneath them.
Demko plays that one. Shot in from well out. Kyle Burrows in the dying seconds of the period passes to Ole 11. Ahead for Highmore. He'll bring the puck back, and that'll do it for the opening period of play. Goalies, the story of the first 15-8, the shots in favor of Vancouver. There were some power plays both ways. Neither team able to score. Ken Reed, Ivanka Osmak coming up with a Sportsnet Central update. And you're not going to want to miss this. Dan Murphy in conversation with Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes. They're in the building, and they're coming up soon on Sportsnet in a scoreless game between the Canucks and Seattle.
Hey, Ken Reed and Ivanka Osmak with a Sportsnet Central update. Hey, it's magical. Magical. The Red Sox and the Yankees in a wildcard game. Winner take all. Flashbacks of Bucky Dent, all that good stuff.
Yeah, playing at Fenway. And, of course, there's bad blood that just started from this past weekend when the Yankees said they would rather play the Red Sox than the Jays. So they got boiled up, and you know what? Red Sox come out hot thanks to Xander Bogaerts. One on for him in the bottom first. Hammers one off Garrett Cole. 6 home run Cole has allowed at Fenway this year. Bottom 3. Kyle leads off the inning with a solo dinger of his own. Second time he has homered off Cole in a wild card game. Go back to 2015 to the first. Top 6 Yanks get on the board courtesy of, well, Anthony Rizzo and also the pesky Paul. Man, that helps him. New York down 3-1, but Red Sox have since added a run, so they are leading 4-1. Bottom 7. Fenway Park hasn't been too kind to the Yanks ace this season. How about this stat? In 4 starts in Boston, Cole roughed up for a 6.5 ERA with the Red Sox hitting .315 against him, and as I said, has given up a couple home runs tonight. Yikes. Yes, Aaron Boone not wasting any time. If you want to check it out, it's on Sportsnet right now, streaming on Sportsnet now.
Exhibition hockey, it's the Habs in Toronto. Nick Ritchie looking to earn a top 6 role with Toronto. Makes his presence felt tonight. First period, Leafs down 1-0. Mitch Marner for Ritchie beats Samuel Montembeault. Tie game 1-1. Leafs on the power play. Nikita Gusev for Ritchie. Quick shots, couple quick goals. Second in under 3 minutes, 2-1 Toronto. Montreal power play now. Alexander Romanov. 2. Alex Belzil beats his screen. Peter Mrazek tie game 2-2. The scoring continues in the first period. Under 2 to go. John Tavares loose puck. Gets Ilya Mikheyev. Shoots, scores through. Couple of Habs. 3-2 Toronto. After 1, we go to the second. Toronto power play. Marner, Tavares, Brennan Menel snaps it home. His first of the preseason. 4-2 Toronto. Let's go all the way to the third. Now 5-2 for the Leafs. Romanov turns it over. Bretzini out of the box. Bretzini, pretty good speed. Nice move as he cuts to the net. Leafs are liking that one. Curtis Gabriel, really impressed.
Love to see the crowd in Toronto.
They win 6-2. Yeah, crowds everywhere now.
Right,
So
crowds
nice.
coming back. And man, it's there's a lot of Yanks fan at Fenway, but obviously the Red Sox fans going nuts for the wild card game.
Tilts in the stands tonight.
Back to Vancouver.
There's the country we build.
Here in Vancouver, a bit of a special teams drill. No goals so far. Grubauer, Demko, perfect through 20. Justin Dowling joins us now by the Canucks bench. And Justin, after some training camp and a few preseason games, do you think you have a handle on the systems that Travis Green is trying to run? And does it suit your style of game?
Yeah, absolutely. I think being in one organization for 9 years is a long time, and there's always going to be a little bit of an adjustment coming over from Dallas, but thankfully I've played in systems that have come and gone through Vancouver before, and the transition's been a little bit easier too. I think the guys make it a lot easier. Greener's so good at communicating, along with the rest of the coaching staff. They've all done a really good job of making me feel welcome.
I know you said when you signed with Vancouver, you didn't look at the roster to look for a path to a roster spot. It was more about family and being close to home. But your versatility has to give you a leg up, does it not, being able to kill penalties and play center as well as the wings?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like over the last few years, I've tried to be more of a utility guy, and I can step in and fill any role that the coaches want me to do at that particular moment in the season, or even going into playoffs if I haven't played any games. I feel like I can step in and provide a role for the team, and I think being able to do that the last few years in Dallas has again helped me to adjust coming here and being versatile and picking up on any role that they throw at me.
Thanks so much for your time and best of luck.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Well, the Kraken being in town for the first time is a big story, but let's be honest, the biggest story this week happened on Sunday morning when the Canucks officially announced the contract extensions for Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson. The two join me now. And guys, you're both on the ice for the first time with your teammates today, a main group skate. And I'll start with you, Quinn. How did it feel just to be back out there, firing the puck around with your teammates?
Yeah, it was exciting just to see everyone again and get out there. The first couple of days, I think they had an off day, so we that was stalled, but it was fun and we enjoyed it, and hopefully we can get in a game here soon.
I know that I think you called the whole situation stressful. It's the first time you guys have been through contract negotiations like this. Was it easier, though, having someone beside you going through it at the same time, Elias?
Yes, definitely been a new experience with this whole contract negotiation, but it was good. I went out to Michigan, trained with Quinn and Brady, and was talking to my agents almost every day, so definitely made it easier to be out in Michigan and practice with the guys.
Quinn, I know Brock went through this in 2019. He said he didn't really think about it until he started to see pictures of guys showing up for camp, guys skating, guys going to the preseason games. Is that when it kind of hit home for you, like, man, I want to get this done and get back?
Yeah, for sure. And obviously we were trying to get it done the entire summer, and I think when it really hit home was when their first preseason game was going on, and I think we were both watching at home, and we were like, it'd be pretty fun to be out there right now. And we were just sitting at home, I wouldn't say bored, but we were getting there, and so that was when it really hit home. And I think after that, the last couple of days were stressful because I think they wanted to get it done, and we wanted to be there too. So it's nice being back though, finally.
At least Quinn's dad was putting you guys through your paces, through the skates. How did that prepare you guys for I guess Travis Green's testing skate today? He calls it.
It was great. Jimmy, he's. I was gonna cuss, but I would say that's as close you can get to Travis Green training camp. The skates were good. He was fired up every day. So the ice skating we had was great.
I know fans would have liked to see you in the lineup tonight. Probably would like to see you on Sunday. Is a week and 2 preseason games enough, Quinn, to get up speed, to kind of hit the ground running for the first regular season game?
For sure. I think, like Petey said, in Michigan we were running pretty hard skates. Like, of course, it's harder. We was just 3 guys on the ice, but we were going hard. So I think with the 40s today, it's probably the best I felt doing those, and Petey killed them as well. So I think we'll definitely be ready for the season.
Finally, I'll go to you, Elias. I know you watch what's going on. What did you think about the summer, especially up front, bringing in Dickinson, Garland, and some of the acquisitions that were made?
Yeah, it's a lot of new faces in the team, and I think our team looks stronger. I'm very excited to just get started. It's a good thing we have here, and thank a lot of new faces for the good thing, so I'm really excited to get started.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the new contract, and hopefully we'll see you on the ice soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Elias Pettersson, Quinn Hughes, fans hoping they're on the ice as quickly as possible, and they hope that too. Right now, the Kraken Canucks tied at 0 after 1. Shorty and Cheech are next.
Second period action here at Rogers Arena in Vancouver. We heard from Elias Pettersson a moment ago. We've talked about how his presence not only bolsters the team, obviously, but it also puts people into the roles you expect them to be in at center. That means Jason Dickinson won't have all that extra thrust on him with Pettersson here. Now, we expect him to kill penalties. Unfortunately, he was in the box for 4 of the 6 minutes in the first. But what did you think of his period?
Well, there's a face-off win. He was the only Canucks centerman that had a winning record in the face-off. Adam Larsson pushes him towards the goaltender. Well, he was going in the right spot, right direction. Carson Soucy gets the high stick, a one-hander follow-through more than anything else, but there he is on the forecheck. And you could expect Jason Dickinson to be out there against the McCann line. And once the season starts, that will be his role. He'll be the third-line checking center, and he'll see a lot of the other team's best lines, you would think.
Canucks outshot Seattle 15-8 in the opening period. Neither goalie budged. And we're underway in this scoreless game in period number 2. Ekman Larsson to Tanner Pearson. Bo Horvat couldn't take his pass cleanly. Tyler Myers intercepts. Banks one towards Nils Höglander, who tips the puck into Seattle territory. Battle for the puck in the corner. Horvat lost his stick. He retrieves it as McCann comes up with the puck and reverses to Mark Giordano. Giordano watched by Horvat. Canucks changing as Giordano starts out. Gains center and shoots the puck in. Ryan Donato after it, able to keep it in along the boards. Dickinson trying to move the puck, but it's off his stick and into the seats for a face-off in the Vancouver zone.
Jared McCann in the opening game for the Kraken, taking the original face-off and then scoring a goal high short side. A lot of people around the team say that Jared McCann has really grown up. There's his first NHL goal against the Calgary Flames. Number 5 was on the ice for the Calgary Flames in that one.
Giordano got a dash on McCann's first goal.
Yes.
He had 5, I believe, his opening month. He and Virtanen made the team as teenagers under Willie Desjardins. Icing call here and a face-off down in the Seattle end of the ice.
Well, much different when you get shifted around and some people are questioning your attitude. And the thing was that Jared McCann, and you and I were around him at the start, he almost had that air about him that his 5 goals were 50. And you know, it's nice that you get off to a great start like he did, but you have to keep working, and he seemed to think that it was going to be easy, and it's not.
Here's Luke Schenn passing. Rathbone to the shot, missed the net. Schenn keeps the puck in, swings it around to the other side. Rathbone down from the left point. Donskoy steps into him. Rathbone keeps after the puck, comes up with it. Now blows a tire as he tried to make a play in front. He's got to hustle back as Seattle breaks out. Wenberg throws on the brakes, drops one back. Lauzon with a shot, blocked by Matthew Heimer. Wenberg gets the puck again. Here's Vince Dunn. Tees it up. Lauzon with a shot. Big rebound off the pads of Thatcher Demko. Canucks fail to clear. Here's Dunn. Wenberg. Lauzon. Now Donskoy with room. Fanned on it as the puck slid off his stick. Now he puts it in front. Donato banging away. Gets it to the side. Wenberg elects to take the puck to the corner. Back to the line. Lauzon to Dunn. Good pressure here from the Kraken. Penalty coming up to Vancouver. Grubauer to the bench for the extra attacker. On the delayed call. Dunn at the line. Geeky's come on. So too is Yarncrook, as Seattle has 6 attackers out there on the delayed penalty. Dunn controlling at the blue line. Canucks looking tired here after some extended zone time for Seattle. Geeky. Wenberg to the side of the goal. Dragging in front was Mason Appleton. Couldn't get a shot off. And as the Canucks contact the puck, the whistle blows for the penalty. And it looks like Jack Rathbone's headed to the box.
Another high sticking call.
Vancouver number 3, minor penalty, cross-checking.
cross-checking. I thought it was a high stick. There's Donato gets pushed down, and
Okay,
I know they're cracking down on the cross-checking.
well, and this is what they're going to have to watch out for, because he definitely put the stick in the back, but Donato felt it, right?
Yes.
And the crackdown is going to be rife with that if they're not careful. It's another power play for Seattle, 4th of the game. Giordano across, puck center, tipped on goal, didn't have much on it as Schwartz directed that pass from Wenberg, and Demko able to swallow up the puck and get the whistle.
Pass wasn't quite hard enough, and Schwartz got just the heel of a stick on it, and as you said, just kind of fluttered into Thatcher Demko. Easy save.
Ekman Larson in a battle with Jordan Eberle in the corner. Tyler Myers there as well. Wenberg comes up with the puck, tried to set it up in front for McCann, but the pass was out of his reach. Now McCann to the high slot. Eberle stumbled, gets it to the side. Wenberg, McCann shoots. Demko the save, lost his mask as that one hit him up high. Looked like McCann was trying to put that shot the same place he did in the game in Spokane, but Demko came across quickly.
See how square Thatcher Demko was to that shot, and the mask did its job. Right square in the mask, and off it pops. I don't know the physics of that, but that's the design now, that the pressure goes to the straps, and the straps pop off. And saves your head, saves the concussions.
It's rare that you don't know the physics of something.
Yes. I do have a degree.
In English?
Yeah, in English, not in physics.
Giordano across, one-timer, well wide as Wenberg went to one knee to slam that one towards the goal. Dickinson digging for the puck. Squirts free, and DiGiuseppe's going to try to get behind Giordano here. Racing over to cut him off is Wenberg, and he's able to slide the puck in behind his own goal. Jaden Schwartz nicely ahead, 3-on-2 for Seattle. McCann. Pass to Eberle, cutting in front. Jordan Eberle couldn't get around the sprawling Kyle Burrow. Pardon me, that was Ole Juolevi. As Juolevi sprawled and got the right skate on the puck as Eberle tried to pull it around him. 35 seconds to go on the penalty to Jack Rathbone. Still no score. We're just past the 4-minute mark of the second. Geekie to Dunn. Morgan Geekie centering pass, blocked by Will Lockwood. That broke his stick, and now Lockwood short-handed has to defend without one. Geekie across. Dunn will keep it into the left point. Lockwood still defending without a stick. Canucks in some trouble here with Seattle still on the power play. Dunn with a shot. He scores! Donskoy and Donato were both in front as Dunn let fly from the blue line. And with 8 seconds to go in the Rathbone penalty, Seattle opens the scoring.
Well, Will Lockwood now grabs a stick. Shaft. Lockwood sticks the stick down, blocks that pass, and you can see breaks it right in half. And now there's traffic in front. Back to Dunn in the middle. I think that went straight in. There was a whole crowd in front. Dries was in front.
That's unstoppable.
Off post it in. You hope it hits you on the way by.
So on their 4th power play, stands to reason Seattle breaks through. They came in at 25% on the season. Or in the preseason, I should say. And they're at 25% in this game as Dunn rips one home from the blue line, and Seattle with the man advantage makes it 1-0.
We talked about all the options that the Kraken have. The point on the power play. Dunn, one of those candidates. Hackstall and Paul McFarland talking things over.
Second goal of the preseason for Vince Dunn, assuming he gets credit. But it looked like it did whistle past the bodies in front and go off the post and in. So Dunn from Yarncroke and Geekie is the scoring play. Folk hit by Brandon Tanev. Folk went back at Tanev a little bit. Now Rathbone checked in the neutral zone. Goes after the puck again and taps it back into his own zone. Seattle out shooting the Canucks 5-0 to start this second period, aided by the power play with Rathbone sent off for cross-check. Lockwood hit hard by Geekie as he dumped the puck in, and he heads to the bench. Highmore after it. Hayden Fleury takes control for Seattle, and here's Giordano. Geekie outside his own line. Backhands one to Giordano. Now Geekie steps up through center. Takes on the Vancouver defense. Still has the puck. Dishes off. Right pad saved by Demko. On that shot off the right wing by Ryan Donato. Here's Podkolzin the other one. Trying to get past Jeremy Lauzon. Puck in skates. Dowling and Podkolzin digging for it. Seattle's up with the puck. And Fleury brings it ahead. Lauzon plays the puck to the inboards. Donskoy taken down by Tanner Pearson. Podkolzin turns with the puck. Passes back to Rathbone. Bo Horvat ahead to Tyler Myers, who wrists the puck around to the near side. Pearson reverses. Horvat behind the net, bodied by Lauzon. Hoglander hustles in to try to take the puck from Donskoy, and he does. Centering passes off a skate and in the air. And gloved down by Jaden Schwartz, who flips it ahead. But another incident on the, or another instance on the forecheck where Niels Hoglander won a battle. Here's Jared McCann centering. Dunn scores again. Vince Dunn with his second in quick order. This one off the rush, and Seattle leads by 2.
Well, the Canucks come back and back in. Vince Dunn up the middle. You see the Canucks are a sloppy change, and now Vince Dunn, as Bo Horvat has just come on the ice. And Vince Dunn right in the middle snaps it by Thatcher Demko.
So Dunn scores 2 goals in 2 minutes and 26 seconds. McCann double teamed along the end boards by Dickinson and McEwen as the Canucks come up banging on this shift. Now McCann back at McEwen a little bit. Puck slides through to the far side. After it is Juolevi. Keeps it wide of the goal. Dickinson gets the puck in the corner. Behind the net for McEwen. Checked by McCann. Larson slides the puck to Jordan Eberle. McCann and Schwartz get the assists on the second Vince Dunn goal after Yarncroke and Geekie picked up helpers on the first one. Here's Carson Soucy fanning on a pass. McEwen gets the puck ahead to Di Giuseppe, and at the end of his shift, he just sends the puck into the Seattle end. Nearing the 8-minute mark of the second, here's a steal by Highmore. Check from behind. Fans want a penalty. Shot by Podkolzin, blocked by Giordano. Now there's a penalty coming up. Delayed call against Seattle. Podkolzin across. Ekman Larson fakes the shot. Feeds one back. Dowling. Tyler Myers. And Tanev got his stick on that pass. That'll draw the whistle. And the Canucks down a couple of goals will get a power play on a cross-checking call against Seattle. Vince Dunn has a couple. One on the power play. And another one short time later. 2022. Tune in Canada versus Mexico Thursday 6 Pacific on Sportsnet 360 and Sportsnet Now. Canucks going to the power play.
Another cross-checking penalty.
Nathan Bastian on Vasily Podkolzin. So the Canucks down 2 goals, get their second power play of the game. Now it's preseason, so you don't worry too much, particularly with Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson having gone actionless thus far. But the Canucks did start the preseason 3 for their first 3. And since then, they're 0 for 12. Opportunity to get within a goal in this game as Hoglander backhands home to the far side. Pearson reverses. Hoglander does well to corral that puck. Horvat back to Ekman Larson. Hard pass, Dowling, Ekman Larson with room, lets it go. Grubauer with a save, juggled the puck. They're able to fall on it. Get the whistle with 34 seconds gone in the penalty to Nathan Bastian.
Well, we saw the Vince Dunn goal and the traffic in front of Thatcher Demko, and you could see this shot come through and nobody there in front of Philip Grubauer. Tanner Pearson was at the side and the shot went to the other side. Grubauer, no problem.
Horvat on the draw against Donskoy, and the Canuck captain wins it. Dowling to Ekman Larson. Höglander had to take that one off his skate, then he tried to force one across to Dowling. Ekman Larson able to keep the puck here. Pearson helps it along. Höglander after the puck, but it's past him and down the ice as Mason Appleton got his stick on it. Minute to go in the Vancouver power play, just past the 9-minute mark of the second. Canucks trailing 2-0. Ekman Larson shoots one around to Höglander. Put the puck in front. Yarncroke there to intercept. He's got Schwartz trying to get behind the defense. Horvat's the man back. Schwartz spins to the middle, and Ekman Larson comes back to knock the puck off his stick. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Podkolzin's out there now. Nice move. Myers over to keep the puck in the zone. Rathbone down to the left point. Lauzon checks in the corner. Rathbone's lost his stick. Myers hustles over, keeps the puck in. McEwen trying to find Podkolzin. Lauzon's on him. They keep after the puck behind the goal. Folk came in looking for it. Now Rathbone hustles down from the blue line. Canucks still just one shot in the period. As Rathbone upended by Tanev. Penalties over. The fans wanted another one. But they're not going to get it. Vancouver's 0 for 2 on the power play. Still trailing 2-0. Lockwood's pass was blocked. But Folk gets the puck. Myers tried a shot. Folk off the side of the goal. Lauzon bodied in the corner. Carson Folk gets the puck, centers it. DiGiuseppe to the blue line. Myers drags to the middle, slams one wide. Alertly read by Grubauer, who was able to put the paddle down, sweep it away, and now a penalty coming up here. Lauzon's going to go off for holding as he put the grab on Carson Folk. And the Canucks, when we come back, on the power play again.
Experiences again at Rogers Arena in the comfort and privacy of your own suite. Visit Canucks.com/suites today to learn more.
Well, here's the grab. Grab the stick. Lauzon is off for holding right in front of the referee.
Third power play for the Canucks. Second in succession. And another chance to get on the board. Höglander. Ekman Larson. Dowling with a shot off the shoulder of Grubauer. Ekman Larson, great job to keep the puck in. Here's Horvat to the side for Höglander. Has to take it off the boards. Now he protects the puck and gets it back to Ekman Larson. Höglander, top of the circle. Ekman Larson. Long shot. Tip. Grubauer with a save. And the Horvat deflection. Set plays. Ekman Larson just put it on the stick of the Canuck captain. Now Horvat again, stopped by Grubauer. Puck cleared to the line, kept in by Ekman Larson. This power play looking a lot more dangerous. Here's Dowling in front. Horvat tip, stopped by Grubauer. Loose puck. He's down, still loose at the side. No whistle. Underneath some bodies, I would imagine. You can see it on the goal line beside the net, and Brad Meyer finally blows play down. Bo Horvat had a trio of chances in that sequence.
We talked about the Dunn shot that hit the post and went in, and it either hits you or goes in. There's Grubauer, the tip, and it hits him. He's in good position, stays square, stays deep, and you can see when you're killing the penalty, the goaltender, what do? You stay a little deeper and try and stay in the middle, and there he just stretches out, able to get that rebound.
Minute 11 remaining in the penalty to Jeremy Lauzon. Bo Horvat waved out of this faceoff. And Justin Dowling moves in to take it against Alex Wennberg. Dowling wins it back to Ekman Larson. Horvat, Dowling, hand on it. Höglander into the glove of Grubauer. That's good goaltending there as he kept coming across. Could have been confused by the initial shot that was fanned on.
Yeah, he didn't commit at all. He didn't freeze. He just slid across. But you could see Höglander had to pull it backhand, forehand, and that gave Grubauer time to come over, get the glove up, and get in position.
Zach McEwen gets some help, and Canucks win the draw. Myers for Rathbone. Tried to sweep on a cross, blocked by Donskoy. And Myers has to hustle back. Rathbone gets the puck. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Carson Folk checks. Seattle a chance to break out. Bastian will just play the puck over the Vancouver blue line. Rathbone hit hard in the corner. Puck down into the Seattle end. And I think Rathbone's going to the bench. He's checking for damage. His head was kind of ducked down. He might have contacted the top of the boards, the dasher, as he's hunched over at the Vancouver bench following that hit. OEL attacking the defense, and Grubauer had to make a save there, as a solo dash by the Canuck defenseman resulted in a good shot on goal. Jack Rathbone appears to be okay after that hit in the corner.
You're right. You can see he has to reach in his head right at the dasher level. Off he goes. Boy, Grubauer has just been in such great position all game long. How many has he taken off the chest and been able to control the rebounds?
Canucks had a bushel full of shots of late. There's a save on a redirect by Will Lockwood. Another sharp stop as Shen put it on goal, and Lockwood tipped it through.
And then the second one hits him right in the Kraken logo stop, and then right in the middle of the S. And you can see his numbers from last year, and they think he played 40 games and had 30 wins. And finished third in the Vezina.
It's a tough lead. Jaden Schwartz gains center and flips the puck into the Vancouver zone. Now Schwartz up with the puck. Comes free to DiGiuseppe. Nice pass. Dickinson in alone. Check from behind. Couldn't get a shot away. Following up to DiGiuseppe, and Grubauer stayed with him. I was a little presumptuous with the in alone call. He was being hounded the whole way. And now we've got a penalty coming up. A boarding call. It's a Canuck penalty to Dickinson, I guess. After he had that semi-chance trying to get behind the defense.
Vancouver, number 18, minor penalty, boarding.
Here's a little rolling puck, chipped through. Dickinson goes in. Nice job by McCann not to take the penalty. And here's the boarding call on Jason Dickinson as he hits Jared McCann.
So another power play for Seattle. It's 5th of the game. Kraken 1 for 5. Or pardon me, 1 for 4. This is number 5. Shot by Geeky, missed the net. Dunn has to regroup at his own blue line. He's got both Seattle goals, the first one with the man advantage. Donato for Donskoy, back towards Ryan Donato. Fell down under the check of Ekman Larson. 3 Canucks battling 3 Kraken for the puck along the boards. You're going to have to talk to my mom, the English teacher.
Yes.
Was it 3 Canucks battling 3 Krakens or 3 Kraken?
3 Kraken.
Here's Geeky across. Yarncroke with a shot. Demko the save. Donato scores on the rebound. Thatcher Demko and his teammates couldn't find the loose puck before Donato did. roofed it for another power play goal to make it 3-0.
And you can see Donato with the good patience pulled it back a little bit as Thatcher Demko couldn't find that rebound. And Demko stretches out, and you can see he's in desperation just throwing his leg out. And Donato pulls it back, takes his time, and makes sure he gets it up and over the fallen goaltender.
Second of the preseason for Ryan Donato, another power play goal for Seattle. Kraken are 2 for 5 in the game. So I told you they were 5 for 20 coming in.
Yes.
They're 5 for 10 against the Canucks in 2 games.
We were talking about their special teams are going to have to be very good, and they do have the personnel for that to happen.
3-0 Seattle. Jack Rathbone gets the puck to Niels Höglander. Fighting off the check of Donskoy. Appleton gets the puck, and he'll slide it back into his own zone to Mark Giordano. Yarncroke and Geekie get the assists on the Donato goal, so they each have 2 helpers. As it was the same pair that set up the 1-0 goal by Vince Dunn. There's a shot off a stick and wide by Mason Appleton. Donskoy at the blue line, watched by Horvat. Intercepting is Höglander. Tried an aerial pass for Horvat, but that was gloved down by Giordano. Seattle on a sloppy change here. And stealing the puck is Tanner Pearson. Pearson across, went past a couple of teammates. And Seattle sends the puck ahead as Burrows threw a hit on Bastian in the neutral zone. Kyle Burrows back into his own end. Gets the puck to Carson Folk, and he sends it out to center. 4:20 to go in the second. 3-0 for the visitors. Puck deflected right on the stick of Will Lockwood. Now Folk dumps it in. Lockwood, first man after the puck. Oh, hit hard by Larson, but he's right back onto his feet. Myers knocked the puck down. Following up is Nathan Bastian to wrist it into Vancouver territory. Dickinson tried to get one down the boards, intercepting Jared McCann. Here's Jaden Schwartz. Puts the puck to the end boards. Everly moves in to check Ekman Larson. Puck sent to the blue line and out, and Dunn will retreat for Seattle. 3.5 to go in the second. Myers intercepts and sends one in wide of the Seattle goal. Everly. Here's a nice pass, and McCann had a chance for a 2-on-1 with Schwartz on the blue line in, but couldn't make it work.
Schwartz was all by himself.
Di Giuseppe hits Luzon behind the Seattle net. Luzon took a look to the referee. Here comes Morgan Geekie moving in on Luke Shen. Cuts to the right side. Tries to hook the puck in front. Highmore intercepts. And out come the Canucks. 3 of them to center. Matthew Highmore to Vasily Podkolzin. Cuts in the middle. Now to the backhand. And he slid it wide as he pulled it back to the forehand. Sifting his way on goal. He'll draw a penalty. As Vasily Podkolzin came close to tucking that one inside the far post. The Canucks could use a goal. They'll get another power play when we come back. As Podkolzin had that chance. It's going to be Hayden Fleury in the penalty box. As Podkolzin ponders what might have been. Canucks to the power play in a moment.
Just from his Pittsburgh headshot alone last season. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Brandon having some fun at Pitcher Day this season as well. It's catching on. Former teammate Kasperi Kapanen paid homage, as did members of the USHL's Chicago Steel.
That's my favorite. Off for cross-checking is Hayden Fleury, and the Canucks get their 4th power play, now trailing by 3.
Do you think Mike has all those pictures?
Mike Tanev?
Mike Tanev, yes.
That's Chris and Brandon's dad, for those of you scoring at home. Brandon trying to get loose there as he attempted to poke the puck ahead and skate onto it, but it was held into the left point. Here's Höglander on the near side. Spins one way and then the other to get away from his check. Dowling has the puck. Saucers one back to Ekman-Larsson. Dowling, Horvat, and again, perfect position for Philip Grubauer, who has Bo Horvat's number in this game, particularly on the power play.
Well, and how many has he taken right in the chest? Bang, bang play. Horvat gets into that no man's land, and there's Grubauer. One step to his left. Down, and again, no rebound.
Scramble draw. Pearson digs the puck free. Looks in front for Höglander. It's out of his reach, and here comes Tanev. Shane's going to the net. Brandon Tanev in front, and Shane under the check of Höglander could only steer it into the corner. Dowling onto the puck. Ekman-Larsson back to the near side for Höglander. Into the middle, Dowling. Pearson. Dowling carries down, banks one back to Ekman-Larsson. Long wrist shot. That was tipped down. I think Horvat got a piece of that as well, but missed the net. Höglander skates into the face-off circle, passes back. Ekman-Larsson. Dowling had Adam Larson right in front of him. Now he feeds back to Ekman-Larsson. Höglander with some room. Niels Höglander slap shot. That hit a body in front. Loose puck. They can't jam it in. Grubauer's down. Still loose at the side. And now he covers the puck as it's shoveled back to him. And he gets a whistle after another wild scramble around the Seattle goal crease.
And you can see Philip Grubauer patting his defenseman. Adam Larson blocks that shot. And then the Canucks just can't find it before Grubauer gives it. Dominik Hasek picks it up with his blocker. Larson made the original save. Bo Horvat trying to dig it out, but nobody can get it before Grubauer grabs it.
Seattle with the clear after the face-off, and with a minute to go in the second period. The Canucks will try to work their way off ice for one last chance with the power play, which has under 20 seconds remaining. Myers sends the puck in from center. Giordano shovels it to the corner. Zach McEwen's onto the puck. McEwen up the boards for Tyler Myers. Makes a move to get away from Mason Appleton. Here's Rathbone quickly across. Folk with a shot, and that was blocked. Tipped wide of the goal. Fleury's out of the box. Kraken back to full strength. Canucks are 0 for 4 on the power play, still trailing 3-0. Long shot by Myers, didn't get through. Lazon digging for the puck, and he'll skate it behind his own goal. Chip it near side for Fleury, who is the man who exited the penalty box. He gains center and dumps the puck in. Back to collect is Tyler Myers, with under 10 seconds now to go in the period. Rathbone takes a look. Shoots the puck in, and that'll do it for the middle frame, a most productive one for the visitors. Vince Dunn, a couple of goals for Seattle, who got 2 on the power play. The last one from Ryan Donato on a rebound in front. Ken and Ivanka coming up in our second intermission. They'll get you updated on what's going on around the rest of sports. Ian McIntyre in conversation with Dan Murphy. 2 periods done. Seattle leads the Canucks 3-0.
Hello, everyone. It's Ken and Ivanka in the Sportsnet Central studios. Regular season, of course, begins next week in the NHL. Still wrapping things up. Coaches are making decisions, so you got to impress. You got to be really impressive in these preseason games, right, Ken?
A lot of hand gestures.
That's what I'm talking about. Maple Leafs, Habs, go.
Let's do it. In Toronto, 1-0 Habs in the first until Nick Ritchie converts on the Mitch Marner feed, beats Samuel Montembeault 1-1. Ritchie looking to earn a top 6 spot with the Leafs. He will convert on the power play. Ritchie, 2 goals in under 3 minutes, 2-1 for the Leafs. Under 2 to go in the first. John Tavares loses the puck. Killian McCabe picks it up, shoots, scores through a couple. The Canadians 3-2 Leafs after one. All the way to the third we go. Watch Brett Seney out of the box. Turns on the Jets, and that's kind of a free ride to the front of the net. Nice deke. Leafs outshoot Montreal 44-22 and win 6-2.
Well, as I mentioned, puck drops on the new season in a week, and Brady Tkachuk remains unsigned in Ottawa. According to reports, the Senators appear to be interested in a 7 or 8 year deal as opposed to a bridge contract. Head coach DJ Smith says it's unlikely the restricted free agent will be in the lineup on opening night.
As coaches, you know these things can linger on. And you kind of put lines together in the back of your mind thinking, okay, when Brady gets here, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Well, we're at the point now, we only have 2 exhibition games left, so I got to start preparing like he's not going to be here.
Preds and the Canes, second period, 1-1. Predators on the power play. Roman Josi shoots. Roman Josi finds the blade of Matt Duchene. Shooting right at the blade. Smart guy, Duchene tipped it home, 2-1. Nashville, let's go to the third. Ian Cole ahead for Jesper Fast. Jesper Fast is really fast. Looks like Guy Lafleur down the right wing. Letting her rip. The old school slap shot. Love it. 2-2. We go all the way to overtime. Hey, it's one of the Hanson brothers in OT. 2-on-1 rush. Andrei Svechnikov hits the post. Brett Pesce stopped on the rebound. The other way we go. Philip Forsberg behind the net picks out Philip Tomasino. That is it. That is all. Hopefully that Hanson brother was happy, or it might be Mo. I didn't get a good look at him. Predators win 3-2, and you still
I've never seen Slapshot. I knew that was either going to come now or you're going to mention it after we got on air, but chose to mention it now in front of the public. So
I'll probably mention it again when we're on the show later tonight.
Enjoy the next game.
Vancouver, and it's the visiting Kraken with the lead, done with a couple, Donato the other. It's 3-0 Seattle after 2, and Ryan Donato joins me now. And Ryan, if the coaches were looking to get some special teams work in, they've got their wish. Has it been tough to get into a flow with all the penalties taken in this one?
Yeah, sometimes it's tough when there's a lot of penalties. I think it's a lot more fun when you're in the power play, but when it goes both ways, it's kind of a choppy game. Yeah, it's tough to get into a flow, but it's the same for both teams.
Some Harvard on Boston College crime for your goal. Just a matter of being patient in front of the net before Demko went down.
Yeah, I know. He's a good goalie. He takes up a lot of space. Just got a good bounce and just needed to get it up on him.
Ryan, usually when you go to a training camp, you know a lot of the same guys from the year before. So what's it been like for you and your teammates getting to know each other and trying to build chemistry and gel?
It's been different. I think there's not many experiences where you show up and everybody's getting to know each other. But all in all, everybody's been doing a really good job. Everybody's been open and very friendly, and I think that's made us a close team right from the start.
Thanks for your time and best luck this season.
Thank you very much.
Ryan Donato of the Seattle Kraken with one of the goals, and we can tell you that mark your calendars. Single game tickets for the upcoming season will go on sale to the public Thursday, October 7th at 10 a.m. Purchase your tickets online at Canucks.com/single-game. Very pleased to be joined by Ian McIntyre from Sportsnet.ca. Now, Ian, the topic of conversation this morning after the skate was Vasily Podkolzin and Jack Rathbone, for that matter, and how difficult it can be, especially for young players in this market with social media and stuff, the pressure to perform right away. Do you think there are unfair pressures on these young guys when they start their careers?
Well, it's the National Hockey League, so there's pressure on players no matter where they play. Yeah, the pressure is increased with the level of scrutiny, and there's an awful lot of scrutiny here in Vancouver. There's always pressure, but there's a disconnect sometimes between the pressure that the team maybe puts on a player and the pressure that fans and we in the media put on a player. And in the case of Vasily Podkolzin, the pressure from the Canucks is to come in and show that you're ready to take this step, do some little things well, get your confidence, and if you're fortunate enough to make the roster, then start to work your way up the lineup. The pressure from the fans and the media is that he has to come in, be a top 9 player, score some goals, make an impact. and that's a lot to ask. We've been spoiled in this market because of some of the young players who have come in and made an impact right away. But it's a tough burden to place on every good young player who comes along.
Now, Travis Green was asked about it and how sometimes we need to temper expectations, and he said, I always tend to pump the brakes a little bit. Putting more pressure on a player isn't necessary. Let them come in and play, and let them just play and become the player they're going to be, instead of us deciding what the player is going to be before he is. So with that said, do you think Podkolzin is ready for prime time and to play in the league?
I think he's ready for the NHL. It doesn't look so far like he's ready for that top 9 place. So then the question becomes, if you're the Vancouver Canucks, is it better to have him on your 4th line and you give him some second unit power play like we're seeing in this game tonight? Or is it better for him to play 20 minutes a night in Abbotsford? I mean, this is the advantage the Canucks now have, that if they so choose, players like Podkolzin and Rathbone can go, they can play 1 game, 2 games, 3 games, come back to Vancouver, play in the NHL as well. They're not subject to waivers, and it's a great development tool. It was a development tool that wasn't available, for instance, when Bo Horvat was 19 years old and trying to make the NHL, and of course he started on the 4th line. But the option for him then was to go back to junior, which wasn't a very good option. The options for the Canucks and some of their young players to place him in Abbotsford is a lot better. That said, I still think that Podkolzin has a very good chance to start the season here. I suspect he's going to play in both leagues this year.
He's had more jump and jam tonight and a good scoring chance as well. In 45 seconds, can you tell me who should Quinn Hughes' defensive partner be to open the season?
I guess Travis Hamonic is not available. You know, it looks like they're going to try Tucker Poolman. And I guess that's a good idea, though. Poolman and Ekman Larsson have looked very good together. But this is just, you know, something the Canucks are going to have to work through. They're down a body on the right side. Right now it looks like Luke Schenn is the 3rd defenseman on the right side. I'm not sure how many minutes they want to give him. So I think we're going to see a lot of experimentation. But right now, I'd say Tucker Poolman is the guy to play with Quinn Hughes.
The good news for Travis Green is that OEL and Myers have actually looked pretty decent this evening as a pair as well. Ian, thank you. We'll see you again on Saturday. For now, the Canucks just trying to find a way to score on Grubauer. They're down 3-0 after 2.
As we head to the 3rd period here in Vancouver, the Kraken all 3 goals in the 2nd period, 2 of them on power plays, 1 off the stick of Ryan Donato, who was a free agent up until 3 or 4 weeks ago when he got the deal to come and play for the expansion Kraken, and he's got power play goals in each of the 2 preseason games against the Canucks.
Smart guy, Harvard guy, and I think Ron Francis has done, and the Kraken, the one thing they don't have is a whole lot of depth. Here's a guy that's played 180 games in the NHL. He has a good offensive talent. He's a smart player. Screen in front of the net on the first goal, and then look at this calm poise as he pulled it back, waited for Thatcher Demko to get the leg down, and then just calmly lifted it to the top of the net.
Older fans might recognize the last name. His father, Ted Donato, played 800 or so games in the NHL and was actually Ryan's coach at Harvard. Underway, 3rd period, 3-0 Seattle. Bo Horvat carries through center. Pearson able to stay on side. Horvat dishes back, wide open. Myers near side. Ekman Larsson shoots. That changed direction and hit the right pad of Philip Grubauer, who had that leg in the right spot at the right time. Canucks up to 30 shots in the game. 17 for Seattle. It's the Kraken leading 3-0. Matthew Highmore forces the puck over the Seattle blue line. Adam Larsson across to Hayden Fleury. Now Donskoy pressured at the blue line, but able to sweep the puck ahead. Vasily Podkolzin across to Luke Schenn. And here's Highmore. He plays the puck behind the goal. Grubauer gets to the side, cut off by Podkolzin. Into the corner, Dowling, checked by Larsson, then Podkolzin stepped into Adam Larsson. Highmore back to Rathbone, right point Schenn. Highmore tried to tip that one, wound up putting it wide of the goal. And Calle Yarncroke gets the puck. Alex Wenberg as both teams complete changes. Carson Soucy to Morgan Geekie, and here's Mason Appleton. Jason Dickinson got in his way. Now a pass picked off by Geekie. He's in on the left wing. Burrows looking to check him. Vince Dunn takes the pass, puts one to the crease. That was blocked. As both Dunn and Donato took swipes at the puck. Those are the 2 goal scorers in this game for Seattle. Dunn with a pair and Donato the other.
There's a chance in front of the net, and you can see the shot comes through, tipped down. Philip Grubauer outside the crease to make the save on that one. The Kraken lost their last exhibition game against the Calgary Flames. They only gave up 13 shots against. And here the Canucks have 30 already.
8 of those belong to Bo Horvat, who's leading everyone in this game by a mile. Ole Levy down from the left point. Puck loose on the far side. Burrows activates from the right point. Geekie's after it. Tips it back for Dunn. Vince Dunn reverses course. Here's Jeremy Lauzon. Ahead to Donato, who tips the puck in behind the Canuck goal. They call that icing?
Yes.
Where did he tip it?
They're saying, obviously, defensive side of center.
I'm seeing things. So the Canucks will take the offensive zone draw here to the right of Philip Grubauer.
Canucks got better in the face-off circle in the second period. Weren't very good in the first.
Geekie wins this one from Carson Folk. And the puck is outside the line. Sheldon Dries passes to Oliver Ekman-Larsson ahead. Lockwood in, hooks the puck to Folk. Back to Ekman-Larsson. Wrist shot wide. Myers on the far side of the ice. Plays one down the boards. Seattle trying to move the puck ahead. It's out to center, and Ekman-Larsson brings it back in. Thrown towards the goal, gloved easily by Grubauer. And he hangs on for the whistle. Well, if you don't have it, you should. It's a must-have for true hockey fans. Experience more of the game you love. NHL Live. Subscribe now.
Get to watch every game. You get to pick your announcers, and I'm sure that's what people will subscribe to NHL Live.
The home and away feed, yeah?
Yes, you can get the feed you want.
It's good for research for us because you can watch archive games. You're going to face a team you don't see very often.
Yes.
Bo Horvat checked in the corner. Nils Höglander onto the puck. Full 360, or at least almost, back to Ekman-Larsson, who gets a return pass from Myers. Long shot, didn't get through. Horvat tried to hook it on goal, couldn't get it on net. And here's Hayden Fleury. Pass to Mark Giordano. Donskoy back for Giordano, attacking from the side. Centers, that went right through the slot. Here's Fleury. Long shot blocked. Wenberg, he'll try his luck, and he whistled it wide, with Yarncroke creating a distraction for Thatcher Demko. Four minutes gone in the third. Eberle takes a lead pass, trying to get behind Jack Rathbone, who was able to lift his stick. Puck comes to the right point, held in by Larson. Shen intercepts behind the goal. Tried to leave it there for Rathbone, that didn't work. Schwartz towards the blue line, Larson. Other side, McCann. Shot blocked by Shen. Jared McCann once more. Schwartz plays it to the end boards for Eberle. He's checked. Zach McEwen gets the puck. And here's Phil DiGiuseppe. Gains center and risks the puck into the Seattle zone. Now gets it along the boards. Tried to send it in deep. Puck ricochets to McCann, who plays it to the middle. Schwartz relays to the side. And Seattle controls in its own zone and starts a change in the neutral zone. Soucy to Tanev. Brandon Tanev cuts across the slot. Wrist shot blocked. Kyle Burrows got in front of that one. And now Dowling brings the puck through neutral ice. Puts one to the middle. Highmore reaching for it. Grubauer pokes it to the corner. Todd Colson's there looking for the puck. Comes back. Long shot. Yalevi didn't get through. Highmore centers hard through the crease, and Podkolzin couldn't get his stick on that. Now we got a penalty coming up and some rough stuff after a collision on the far side, and everybody's into this one. Arm was up. Then there was more contact, and then everybody decided to jump in. Kyle Burrows and Nathan Bastian in conversation between the two linesmen. It looks like Lauzon's getting the initial call.
Seattle penalty number 55, minor penalty for cross-check. Vancouver penalty number 44, minor penalty for roughing.
So it's going to be 4-on-4 as Lauzon gets a cross-checking minor, and then Burrows, I think, got a boarding minor.
Dave Hackstall looking for an explanation. He's not going to get one.
They've sorted it out as we await the drop of the puck. Here's Murph.
I'll be here to experience it all, the rough stuff, everything. Enjoy exclusive member benefits when you become a Canucks season ticket member, starting at just 5 easy payments of $118. Visit Canucks.com/membership to join now.
So a little extra open ice as the team skate 4-on-4 with the coincidental minors to Lauzon and Burrows. Donskoy has the puck in the Vancouver zone. Draped all over him is Tyler Myers. Seattle able to maintain control. Wenberg tees it up. Giordano with a shot, and Demko got a big piece of that. Horvat passes back, and Tyler Myers starts out. Seattle changing as he skates the center with a pass to Tanner Pearson. Pearson stops, passes back to Ekman Larson, round to the far side, cut off by Carson Soucy. Past the 6-minute mark of the third period. Seattle leading 3-0. And an icing call will bring the face-off back into Kraken territory.
You always like to win your last exhibition game, and I know you don't think a whole lot of exhibition games, but when you field your best lineup, and I think this is the Seattle Kraken best lineup. A couple of guys hurt, naturally. Yanni Gourde is not here. Jamie Alexiak will be in the lineup, but other than that, this is their lineup. This is their last exhibition game, and they're playing like it. They're playing a spirited game.
Remember back when I had to do the Canuck report?
Yes.
Anytime the Canucks had a poor preseason, and I can't speak for the September of 2010, but September of 1981 and September of 1993, they had horrible records, and those were the first 2 years they went to the Stanley Cup final. That was a go-to Canuck report. A mail-in Canuck report. Here's Shen for Rathbone. You know, give the people hope. Preseason's not going well. Just so you know, they've been to the Cup twice after terrible records in the preseason.
I used to do an outside the crease, it was called, and I'd have the go-to ones every year. Same sort of thing.
Canucks are 2-2 this preseason coming into this game. Seattle at 3-2 and looking good to pick up a 4th win. Still just under 13 minutes to go in a 3-0 game. Dunn stick handles right through his own crease and back behind the net. He'll start out. Penalized players standing at the box, and here they come back into the game. As the 4-on-4 ends, Schwartz trying to sift his way through. Podkolzin reached out to check him, and Myers clears the zone. Dunn tries a long pass, no icing. Myers goes back. Watched by McCann. He'll leave for Zach McEwen. Ahead to Podkolzin, who relays to Jason Dickinson. Dickinson sends the puck in front. Everly intercepts. And the veteran skates back below his own goal line. Here's Lauzon leaving for Donato. Larson hit in the corner by McEwen. Puck comes free right in front. Backhander by DiGiuseppe. And he couldn't get it to go after a play that saw the puck squirt right in front. Looked like he had Grubauer at his mercy. DiGiuseppe again. Canucks are changing in behind him as he tried a shot. Fleury able to tip that one up and out of play. Good chance to get the Canucks on the board and break this goose egg, but unable to get it past the left pad.
Abuse, and now he's trying to help others who may be struggling with similar issues. The 29-year-old started the Speak Your Mind podcast so he could share his story and perhaps guide others through their tough times. His co-host, Tyler Smith, a mental health advocate and survivor of the Humboldt Broncos bus crash that killed 16 people and injured 13 others.
Doing some good out of some horrible events. Turn around, help other people. What a wonderful thing to do. As Seattle's called for icing, Riley Shan is playing for his, what is it now, his 6th team in 5 years, I believe. We were in Detroit when the original trade happened. He went to Pittsburgh. And since then, Florida, Edmonton, Buffalo, and now Seattle.
Great skater. He's always been a great skater, but obviously some problems off the ice that he's coping with.
Vince Dunn from behind his own net. Pass for Tanev, bounced over his stick. Shane's there to help out. Backhands one to center. Edmund Larson tried to drop it back. Myers skates onto the puck. Almost bobble it with Tanev in the neighborhood. And now it's Shane keeping it in. Threw one at the net, hit the side of the goal. Tanev blocked Myers' pass. Hit by Bastian on Tyler Myers in the far corner. Here's Bo Horvat. Slows as he gets over the line. Höglander trying to get it back to Horvat, whose stick might have been slashed. And he'll head to the bench as Seattle breaks up ice. It's Lauzon trying to center. That was blocked by Olli Juolevi. Wenberg couldn't hold the puck in, and here come the Canucks. Folk tips the puck in from center and hustles in to pressure Carson Soucy. Wenberg in on the right wing. Pass to the high slot. Spinning move from Yarncroke. Tees it up. Soucy with a shot. Demko the save. And only the second shot he's faced here in the third period. Canucks have had but 3, so shots have been tough to come by at both ends of the ice. We're into the second half of the third period. Seattle still leading 3-0. All the goals came in the second period. Larson up for Eberle, and he plays the puck in behind the Canuck goal. Demko couldn't get it past Schwartz. Now Shen slides one along for Jack Rathbone. Highmore had trouble with that pass, and Seattle keeps the puck in the Vancouver zone. Eberle to the blue line to Fleury. Hayden Fleury banks one down. Schwartz to Eberle. Turning with the puck. Fleury, long wrist shot, and that hit Podkolzin up high. That hurt. Vasily Podkolzin stays out to defend. Appears to be all right, but initially it looked like that stung him. Dowling starts out. Podkolzin must be all right because he wants the pass on the left wing, and there it is. Takes it wide, gets around Fleury. Now around the net, wraparound attempt, and sliding to his left was Grubauer to make the save and cover the puck. Pretty good dash for Podkolzin, who looked like he might have been in some pain following that shot block off the left forearm.
And that's his high any season game. Philip Grubauer has been Johnny on the spot. Bo Horvat hasn't had much luck. He's had a few bang-bang plays where the goaltender has been in the right spot, especially on the power play, and you can see Bo a little bit frustrated that he wasn't able to find a little open space.
Here's a nice move by Höglander, and Dunn was able to block the shot attempt as Nils Höglander made a shifty move to find some room in the slot. Back comes Seattle. Ryan Donato turns inside the line, back to Lauzon, stopped by Demko, who had Geeky all over him, and the Canucks go the other way. Myers centers. Horvat was there, but couldn't get his stick on the pass. Horvat to Pearson. Tanner Pearson shoots, and a blocker saved by Grubauer. Now Pearson tried a blind pass for Höglander. He's got 2 Seattle players on it, taken down right in front of Brad Meyer. Here's Appleton. Hit by Ekman Larson. Mason Appleton protecting the puck along the boards. Donato swings it to the near side. There's a Vancouver penalty coming up. Grubauer to the bench. And as the Canucks get the puck, the whistle blows. And guess what? Another cross-checking call. And it'll be Ekman Larson sitting for 2.
Nils Höglander has had some chances in this game. Vince Dunn, they say, has not had a very good training camp. He's had a great game in this one. There he is getting out to block that shot by Höglander. Thatcher Demko. Save on this screenshot with Geekie right in front of him. Oliver Ekman Larson takes Donato down and ends up with a cross-checking penalty.
Seattle gets its 6th power play. Kraken 2 for 5 with 10 power play shots. And as mentioned in 2 games against the Canucks, 5 for 10. Eberle works his way over the blue line. Schwartz, wrist shot, missed the net, and that's going to ricochet. Looked like it came out, but the linesman had his back to it. Moot point now as the Canucks force the puck inside the Seattle blue line. Dickinson short-handed, killing some time by pressuring the puck. Now he'll head to the bench and be replaced by Justin Dowling. Here's Wenberg. Fake the drop pass. Now he finds some space, almost went right through. Myers was the one who reached out and knocked the puck off his stick. There's a minute to go in the power play. And Dowling able to backhand the puck down the ice. Grubauer directs it to McCann and waits for the change to be completed before heading to the bench himself. 40 seconds to go in the penalty to OEL. Geekie stick handling inside the line. Now here's Järnkrok with some room. Pass to Morgan Geekie. Vince Dunn, 2 goals already in this game. Geekie turning with the puck. Dunn at the line. Järnkrok a one-timer blocked by Luke Schenn. Puck winds up in the near corner. Shot up the boards and down to the Seattle blue line. Dozen seconds to go in the Seattle power play. Ryan Donato works his way in. He's hit by Burrows. Kyle Burrows tried to shoot the puck around. Järnkrok got his stick in there just as he released it. And Järnkrok has the puck behind the net. Burrows moves to check him. Penalty's over. Seattle now 2 for 6 on the power play. Still leading 3-0. And there's another penalty coming up. This one to Tyler Myers. He'll get a hooking call. And it'll be a 7th power play for the Seattle Kraken against Travis Green's team. Kraken in control, going a man up and up by 3.
Club membership with the Premium Passport at Rogers Arena. Enjoy luxurious premium seating that fits your needs for all live events at Rogers Arena. Learn more at Canucks.com/premium passport.
Seventh power play for Seattle. Tyler Myers is off for a hooking.
That was just a position hooked by Tyler Myers. Got the stick underneath the arm.
Kraken set up. Giordano lets it fly. Demko the save. Couldn't fall on the rebound. And the Seattle Kraken get the puck back. Here's Wenberg. Had to take it off his skate. Slides it back to Giordano. McCann in front. Schwartz to Eberle. In to the near side for Wenberg with the puck bounced over his stick. Seattle maintains control. Giordano. Wenberg lets it fly, and that whistled off the glass and all the way down into the Seattle zone. Under 5 minutes left in the third period. There's a minute 15 remaining in the penalty to Tyler Myers. Eberle Left side, McCann. Burrows moved to check in. Dowling tried to get the puck out. Now it's stolen by Dowling. Trying to break away here. Schwartz racing to catch him. Dowling cuts in front, but a shot away. And a right pad save by Grubauer.
Grubauer looked pretty calm.
40 seconds to go in the Seattle power play. Yarncroke to Donato. Geeky. Poke check by Ekman Larson. Puck comes to the blue line to Dunn. Dunn score. All the way across. Geeky to Dunn with room. Fakes the shot, lets it go. That was tipped by Yarncroke, and a nice save by Demko. Dunn again. Dunn score. In front, Yarncroke unable to make contact with that one. Seattle maintains control. Dying seconds of the power play. Geeky shoots, kicked out. Rebound loose in front, still loose. Lockwood gets it, lifts it out. Myers out of the penalty box, trying to find it. Kicks it up to his stick. Tyler Myers goes wide with a shot, and Grubauer had a little trouble with that one. Stopped it John Garrett style, stayed on his feet to make the save, and then fell on the puck.
It almost squeaked under his arm. We talked about how calm he looked on Dowling's. Look at how calm he looks on this one. Got it all the way, but the one by Tyler Myers, look at the scramble on this. He doesn't know where it is. It's underneath his arm. But again, no rebound.
Stayed on his feet, but if actually in true John Garrett style, you probably would have charged out to the hash marks.
I would have. I would have been right there. You're going to shoot it?
Make yourself bigger. Just over 3 minutes remaining in a 3-0 game. Here's Horvat. Shane trying to move the puck out. Following up was Bastian. Now Horvat tries to move in again. Hoaglander's pass near side for Pearson was intercepted. Shane breaks back. Working on Tyler Myers. Bastian pursued by Hoaglander. Tanner trying to come up with the puck in the corner. Comes outside the line, and Lauzon passes across to Fleury with both teams changing in the neutral zone. Kyle Burrows picks off that pass. Podkolzin tried to move in, was poke checked to the line, and that forced the entry offside. It's been a perfect night to this point for Philip Grubauer.
Look at the Vegas Golden Knights, Marc-Andre Fleury. Well, Seattle knows, and Ronnie Francis knows, you have to have the goaltender, the veteran goaltender, and Grubauer just so calm and confident. You've got a new team, all the guys coming together for the first time, and they have to be confident in their goaltender. This is how you establish that. You play well every time you go in there, and Grubauer's done that.
Here's Ulevi. Checked by Donato. Now intercepting Dowling. Slap shot. Missed on the short side. Puck thrown in front. Grubauer went down in the crease. Didn't see what or who contacted him as Highmore tries to get a shot through. Podkolzin onto the puck. Hooks it back to Burrows. Kyle Burrows in front, tipped by Podkolzin, came weakly through to the goaltender. And Grubauer able to cover. Meanwhile, at the side of the goal, Geeky is tangled up with Vasily Podkolzin.
I think it was Highmore just got the stick in on Grubauer. Grubauer went down. Puck didn't come through. And you can see Grubauer talking to the referee about it.
Down to 104 seconds. Did I do it right?
Yes, you did. Very nicely done.
I did it. Yarncroke has the puck. Now Vince Dunn. Passes to Giordano. Yarncroke carries in. Winberg bumped by Dickinson. And here's Luke Shen. Up for DiGiuseppe. Broken up by Donskoy. DiGiuseppe tries again. Attempted to poke the puck to Dickinson, who then got a piece of Yarncroke in the neutral zone before heading to the Vancouver bench. Yarncroke with some words for Jason Dickinson as they go their separate ways. Final minute, Seattle up 3-0. Carson Folk to Kyle Burrows, ahead for Sheldon Dries. He was checked. And now Shane is in. Burrows checks him. Tanev. Back to Soucy. Wrist shot. Didn't get through. Rebound put in on the backhand. Nathan Bastian, while fighting off a check, able to slide that one in from a sharp angle, and it's 4-0.
See Ole Levy shaking his head as he goes to the Canuck bench.
Maybe that's who Bastian was battling.
Yes. Bastian, not much of an angle. This shot knocked down in front. You can see Levy is trying to get to it.
Looked like Burrows was the man in the fight.
It is Burrows.
And so a final minute goal for Seattle. The first of the preseason for Nathan Bastian at 19:24. They'll take both of the initial meetings between these, we hope to be fierce rivals. Take a while to build it up. But a win in Spokane in the first ever game for the Kraken. And now it's going to be a shutout win in their first ever visit to Rogers Arena. 38 saves for Philip Grubauer, who has 18 career regular season shutouts. Now he's got a preseason one for his new team, aided by the offense of Vince Dunn, who scored the first 2 goals of the game just over 2 minutes apart in the second period. It's all smiles for Seattle as the Kraken take this one 4-0.
Well, and special teams. Goaltending, sure. But the special teams, the Seattle Kraken power play, 2 for 5 the second period. Scored both their power play goals. And then their penalty kill was perfect, obviously.
Canucks went 0 for 4 with a man advantage. And Seattle takes it by 4. John's 3 stars.
Easy to pick the first star. Philip Grubauer, 38 saves, gets the shutout. Vince Dunn with a couple of goals. And Bo Horvat with the 8 shots and just unlucky around the net. You get that many shots, you think some of them are going to bounce in off somebody. But Bo Horvat around the net for most of the night, just couldn't get one to go.
These teams will play again October 23rd in the home opener for the Kraken. In the meantime, the Canucks still have 2 preseason games remaining, both against the Oilers. They're in Edmonton Thursday, 6 o'clock. Hope you can join us on Sportsnet 1. The preseason wraps up on Saturday. Also a 6 o'clock start here at Rogers Arena as the Oilers and Canucks finish up their preseason schedule. This was game 5 of the preseason for the Canucks, who came in at 2-2. They depart at 2-3 as the visiting Seattle Kraken got wonderful goaltending from Philip Grubauer and a couple of second period goals from Vince Dunn. Seattle finishes its inaugural preseason at 4-2 and now awaits the start of the regular season next week. Seattle 4, the Canucks nothing. So long from Rogers Arena.